Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, the Everyday Non-Expert here, and today I wanted to talk to you about some CGC private signing events that are coming up, and the books that I think you might want to pick up. I'm going to start off with Donny Cates. I'm not going to talk about Stegman, Otley, and Spencer, just for the sake of the length of the video. And then I'm going to talk about James Tynion, again, just picking him for the sake of the video. And then lastly, I'm going to do Peach Momoko, who apparently has her own, which is kind of cool. So, give this video a like to, help me out with that Google algorithm. And, sorry, YouTube algorithm, but I guess they're owned by Google, so same thing. Subscribe to the channel to see more awesome comic book and collectible content like this, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought about my picks for these particular writers / artists, and if there's any books that you actually have of these that maybe I didn't mention, or if there are ones that I mentioned that you have. Let's just have a nice dialogue going, talk about how awesome this is. I'm really excited to get some of these books signed. They are kind of pricey, so I'm going to be going over that as well. And, alright, well, without further ado, let's get started. Like I said, first I'm going to be talking about the Donny Cates, Stegman, Otley, and Nick Spencer signing. And I'm mostly going to only talk about Donny Cates. Excuse me, allergies. Whew. Alright, so let's see if they have information on it real quick. If I can give you... So for this event, all submit books directly by Friday, October 21st. So you have till almost Halloween to submit your books. Alright, the in-house private signing fee for Donny Cates is $80 per item. And you get a signature, turnaround time of about 6 weeks for grading, 8 weeks for grading and pressing, additional $20 for pressing. That's not bad. $100 to get a signature, pressed, and graded. That's pretty good for Donny Cates. And alright, so then there's just some combinations. Okay, so let's move on to the books. I've put the books into eBay. So first is God Country #1. And I wanted to do the sold listings so you can kind of see what they're going for. 9.8 sold a couple days ago for $91. They're probably going to get that cracked and sent in, or sent in and maybe have them crack it. I don't know if you can do that. $55 for this one. The trade paperback, you probably don't really get that signed. $50. So it looks like it's about $50 for a God Country #1. $65 for the variant. It is kind of hard to... if I were to do it, I'd probably just put the money in for a 9.8. $100 more. Get it graded. Double signed Donny Cates, Jeff Shaw. Maybe not then with that. So, if you can get a good copy... honestly, I would look for something that says near mint. And hope that it's 9.8, because near mint, can be anywhere. But see, this can be anywhere from, I think, 9.4 and up. Even then, a 9.4 signed wouldn't be the worst thing. But if you could find a listing that says near mint plus, then you might be able to, or mint or whatever, then you might be able to return it if it isn't that grade, and they claim it is through eBay's rules. So anyway, if you get it and you're like, oh, there's no way this is going to be a 9.8, if you really want to try to get a 9.8. Alright, after that, Venom 3. This is the first appearance of Null, and it's dropped a lot, but it looks like this is still $150 for the regular print. I want to see what a 125 is going for. 9.8, $390. I don't know. I still think Null has some legs. 165. But it's fine near mint, so that's probably, what, 8.5. But to get that signed. I have a Tyler Kirkham of 3 and 4 signed by Cates, but no COA. They're really low grade, though. They're probably like 7.5s. So I don't know if it's worth it to get those graded just to get by CBCS just to get the verified signature. I don't know. So yeah, here's a couple just prices that you can look at. After that, we have Venom 4. And again, I have Venom 4, the Kirk. This is the one I have that's signed by Cates. But it's not a 9.8, and it's not. So mine would be less than $120. But here's the regular first printing 35. That'd be nice to get that. 20. Man, sorry if I sound clogged. It just happened after I sneezed and my right nostril was clogged. Here's one, August 1st, $5. Get that signed and graded. But again, you want to get, did that say near mint? Near mint. For $5, it'd be worth it even if it ends up being a 9.4, I think. At $100 for a 9.4. Let's see, do I have it graded on the side? For the filter. So I can select 9.4. 9.4, let's see what a 9.4 is going for. Doesn't look like it's graded. Can I do graded? No, okay. So I don't know if they have one graded at a 9.4. Because I know 9.4s are usually really low. I mean, if this one can be 41 at 9.4, plus the signature for Donny Cates. So for this, like, here's one. This ended up being a 9.4, but it has Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. So, but it looked like Raw was going for like, what, 150 or something, and to get them together to sign it and to get it graded, it's 110, and then it just went for 222. So they probably got a better deal, unless that Raw copy ends up being a 9.8, then you got, like, I don't know, maybe $400 or $500 on your hands there. Alright, this one is probably, I think these probably have better legs right here, the Dylan books. So we have Venom 7. I know they're not going for as much as the Knoll ones, but I would look out for the Secret Tongue variant if you do get to have a chance to pick up one of these, because that one's more rare. And let's see, does it say near mint? It doesn't say near mint, so you get what you get. This says near mint plus, so you could order this one, and if you look at it and you don't think it's going to be like a 9.6 or a 9.8, then you can actually send it back and get your money back. For $6, I'd probably just grab it anyway. Alright, so, and then Venom 9. This is, so 7 was the cameo appearance of Eddie, Dylan, and then 9 is the first full appearance. So you can see one just went for $30. That doesn't even say near mint or anything. Did you mean Venom 9 cap? No, I did not mean Venom 9 cap. $20 VF Plus. See, that one, I don't know that you'd want to get signed and graded. Let's see, a 9.6 signed by Cates went for $102. See, that's cheaper than, but this one went for $135. But still, that's cheaper than the $100 plus the shipping and stuff. So I don't know. That might not be worth it. If you have these books, awesome. I wanted to go ahead and take a look at eBay just to see. So that is going to be it for me for the Donny Cates books. I know there's other books that you can get for his, but these are just the ones that I thought might be worth it, and I wanted to check out live on eBay. I know this isn't live, but I mean, it's live on I'm checking it live on eBay as I'm recording the video, so that you can kind of see the kind of thought process I'm going through on whether or not I think it would be worth it, and my reasoning behind it. So to help you do your own research on the books that you might want to get. to decide whether you think it's worth it for you. Checking the price of sold at certain grades and what raws need to say so that you can get an approximate grade of that or whatever. So those are just some things to keep an eye out, again, as you're doing your research to decide if this is something that you want to spend your money on. Alright, so that was Donny Cates. Let's move on to James Tynion the Fourth. Okay, so next up is the James Tynion the Fourth announcement or signing, and it is $70 per item, and then again it's the same thing, $20 more if you want pressing. So there you go, that's pretty good. $70, that's $30 cheaper than Donny Cates. Honestly, he may have some better spec stuff because I think he has more stuff that's kind of getting optioned and that people like maybe a little more, even though it's not as mainstream as Null or some of the Hulk stuff or what have you. So, alright. Sorry. First up is Department of Truth. So, Department of Truth number 1. This one, I can't remember if this one has been optioned or not yet. I think it has. Let's see, proof of concept variant with 2 signed. Well, it's trade paperback, that's why. But it looks like you can get about $30. Okay, so movie, maybe it was picked up. I don't see this being a movie though. I think it would be a horrible idea to make this into a movie. Okay, so maybe $30, you get it. 9.8 for 42. So you get a 9.8 for 42. Send it in, see if they'll crack it, and get it signed and back in graded as a 9.8, and it might go for more. Let's see. Let's go through the solds and see if we see a signed one that's worth more than what, $115 ish. Probably have to be somewhere near 150 to 200 to make it worth it with the shipping. Find in page. Signed. It doesn't say who it was signed by. That's signed. Yeah, not seeing anything else signed. So maybe do some more homework on the signature. On 9.8. Oh, that's a nice 4th print gold foil. That would be maybe worth it. Let me see it. Any yellow labels here? No, that's 14. That's the number 1. Anyway, not spending too much time on this. So go ahead, do some more research on and figure out if it's going to be worth it. All right. Nice House on the Lake. This is the John Gallagher variant. $40 for a 9.8. The 3rd print, 2nd print. Near mint. That might. Well, it's graded already. Well, see, so a lot of people will buy 9. They'll ask for pictures of 9.6s and see if it just basically needs a press to make it go to 9.8. But I'm not seeing. Let me see if we have any signed. There's nothing signed right now and sold. So again, another one that you'll want to do some more research on and determine. Still nothing. What it's like to what it looks like if when something gets signed at a 9.8 or a 9.4 to 9.6. All right, next we have Batman 89. Let's just immediately go look and see if we have anything signed. Oh, there looks like there was one. Cameo signed by James Tynion. Alright, so this is Batman 89, 9.8, signed by James Tynion. So look at right here, boom, ready? A 9.8 with the same $84. 9.8 signed $163. His signature is $70. So you have 84 plus 70 is like what, 854? Or I'm sorry, 154. Um, and so that's a little bit less. So you may not, that might not be worth it simply because of the shipping and everything that you would also have to pay. Um, but I mean, even if you pay a little bit more, I mean, let's look at, and then another thing would be, wait, error, of course, error. I've had some issues with eBay lately and that error. Alright, let's do 9.8 and search for signed. Okay, see, this person has it signed at oh, and it has a sketch by Tony S. Daniel. That's why it's $600. Okay. Well, let's go back. Let's keep going. Signed by James Tynion, $425 for a 9.8. So, signed by Tony Daniel and $250. James Tynion, $300. So they're not; these aren't getting sold, but it looks like you could put for $225. You'd be the lowest one, and you can make what, maybe like $50 or so after shipping and everything. So this one, of all the ones we've seen so far, seems like it might be the best option. And if Punchline ever hits even the DC animated universe, you're going to see fans wanting to get on this book. Alright, next is another Punchline. This is the first appearance of Punchline, and it's Hell Arisen 98. Or, wow. I was looking at 9.8. Hell Arisen number 3. So here we have CGCs for $147. That's a second print. First full print, okay, $40. Well, or you get a 9.8 for like about $140 to $150. Alright, so let's check out what signed ones are going. See, 9.4 signed went for $150. 9.8 signed went for $212. So that's probably not really going to be worth it, or it's pretty much an even wash. Maybe lose out on some money based on shipping, but let's do the same thing and see what it's going for now, what you would have to pay to get it. Because all the cheaper ones might be gone. So this is the variant signed by Tynion, and that's going for $200 at a 9.6. So looks like the market out there, you might have one of the only books. Let's just do signed Tynion. 9.6, 400. 9.6, 400. 9.6, I think, is that second print as well? 500, 500. So you can't always just go by sold listings, because it doesn't matter what it's sold at if if it's sold lower and you can't get one for like $100 more than the last one sold, then that's kind of what the market's at. It's not, people say just check sold listings. That's not the whole story. But also, if the last like 5 sold were all $600, but then there's ones on that haven't sold yet for like $300 or $400, that's what the market is, not what those ones sold for. It's what someone's willing to sell it at. So as a buyer, the market is what sellers are willing to sell it at. Just like as a seller, the market is what the buyers are willing to buy it at. It's not always just what has sold in the past. It's the price they're willing to sell it or buy it for from you in the present. So anyway, that's just how I feel about it. But again, I am a non-expert. What do I know? Okay, so this video is getting kind of long here. We have Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 from 2016, because this is Volume 1. So a 9.8 is going for $33.75. So that, I mean, getting it signed, I don't see how that's less than $100. Looks like there's not much. There might not be a lot of demand for it. I actually have that variant. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So this may be one you actually want to skip, just because it doesn't seem like there's a demand for it. But you saw what you could get for it if you want it for your PC. And then the next one would be Batman #12 from 2012, and that is because it's the first appearance of Colin Rowe. It has the origin of Bluebird Harper Rowe, and in March of this year it was confirmed for the CW Gotham Knights show. They already have the actor. I think it's for Bluebird. So Batman #12. I'm not. Oh, you know what? I probably gotta go. It's not under toys. Collectibles, comics. Okay, here we go. All right. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything sold much recently for this book. So let's look at what is. So 9.8 is going for. Oh no, that's #8. Why is it? Hold on. I'm gonna do this. This may be another one you want to just pass on then. I don't know. Okay, $20. $20. Looks like CGC doesn't even have a 9.8. So let me see. Anything signed? Oh, of course. There we go. Signed Becky Cloonan. Alright, so maybe skip that one. Alright, so the last one for James Tynion IV obviously is going to be Something is Killing the Children, #1. So let's narrow this down by doing a 9.8. Error, of course. Grade 9.8. And then, let's search for signed. Something's Killing the Show signed. It doesn't say who it's signed by. $300. Signed by Tynion, $375. That's the. Oh, that's the free comic book day foil. Something is Killing the Children, #1, 9.8 sign, over $1,000, but that looks like it has multiple signatures on it. Oh my gosh. Looks like I gotta clear my cookies because this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, this is double signed here. But for over $1,000, that's probably worth it. Does this say who it's signed by? Tynion and Delander. Is he part of this? He is. Alright. So July 30th. I mean, #1 signed by 9.8 Tynion and Delander. Okay. Well, then now I want to see what it would cost to get Tynion and Delander as $90. $90. That's $20 more than getting Tynion. And then, guys, I'm sorry if I'm like missing something and you're yelling at my video like, hey, you're completely forgetting the fact that blah 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 about this book. But let's go. What is a number one. I'm just gonna do number one, and then I don't know. Are there multiple prints? Something is killing the children. Number one. Okay. Well, looks like it was over $1,000 for a 9.8. $850 for the 9.8. So they took a deal. So if you got that, if you can find, okay guys, let's do this. Let's take away the sold listings. ASP witness not CGC 2300. 9.8 950. Okay, so if you go get this for $950 and you get that double sign for $90, so that's $1,040. I mean, this one is going for $23. $12 signed. Number one, just signed by Tynion, is $1,000. So again, once this gets picked up, I don't think it's been quite picked up yet. There was news that kind of rumors that it was picked up, but nothing for sure that it was picked up. So this is where I'm kind of thrown, because we've seen some of those signatures be like the same price as this. So maybe my excitement was a little too premature. 1,000, 1,100. Well, you would have a double sign 9.8, and honestly, it doesn't look like there's many available. So you could set your own price on that. $1,800, June 21st. So that actually is a nice little profit right there. And you could probably go even higher, honestly, with how rare it is now. So I would set it ridiculously high and just do a take an offer. Alright, so that's James Tynion. Lastly, let's do Peach Momoko, and then I will let you get out of here. If you're not interested in Peach Momoko, thank you for staying with me through this far. Please give this video a like by clicking that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Help me out with this YouTube algorithm, and let's keep going. And next up is Peach Momoko. And, oh, you know what? I didn't say when James Tynion stuff is due. It's alright. You can go to the CGC website and look it up. Looks like submissions for this one are Friday, September 23rd. That's pretty close. So you know what? I'll actually... Let me just do this real quick for you. Sorry about that. September 23rd as well. Now, Kate's, I think, was later, because there's a book by Momoko that overlaps with Kate's. So you could get it signed by Momoko. I probably wouldn't get it back in time, though, to send it back out to Kate's. I wonder, though, if you signed up and paid for both, if they would just keep it and have Kate sign it. But we'll go over that when we get there. So, looks like for Momoko, it's $60. So, $80 if you want to get it pressed. Alright. First up, Marvel Rising number 1 for $25. And actually, they're all 1 for $25. So, with Momoko, there's only 3, and they're all 1 for $25. So, I don't take for that what you will. Take from that what you will. So, you have a 9.8, $439. Raw, $410. Here's the 9.8 for $800. The reason I'm looking for these is because I tried looking at sold listings and there were none. Unless they just didn't put 1 for $25 and they put Momoko. Let's see. nothing. So you may want to skip. Because it looks like no one wants to buy these. Even raw. So, I don't know. Alright. Next up is Silver Surfer Black number 4. And again, the one for $25. $26. Alright, so let's look at... So $20 plus the 60, so less than $100, not including shipping. So let's see what it would be to get a 9.8 and what it's going for. Oh, looks like there are there any? There are none. Huh. Okay, at least sold. We'll see this. Signed by Donny Cates, $225. Again, that's what these people are asking for. $350. Oh, 9.4. 9.8. 150. 105. Did I put... Oh, I put 9.8 in there. Alright, well, let's see what raws are going for. Of course you did. $150, $105, $350, $150, $190 signed by Cates. If it's a 9.6, you might be able to get it pressed and then signed over to, I don't know if you can get it pressed if it's signed though. Signed, Peach Momoko signed, I wonder if that means signed by Peach Momoko, and that's raw, is $225. So $100 plus the 60 to get it from Momoko, signed. So you're looking at 65, $50 maybe. And then if it's a 9.8, obviously more. That's just raw. So there you go. That's if you like Momoko. There's that. This one might be the best, I'm thinking, but let's see. This is Ghost Spider number 2, the Momoko one for $25. Raw $350. No, not many recent sales though. 9.8, $800. So let's take out this and see what we have to work with. 9.6 is 1,000. 9.8 1,600. Here we go. Signed. No way. Is there any other? It's probably gonna error out, but there's one. Yes, thank you for erroring out all the time. Let's see in the description it says who it says. It's signed by Momoko. Artist it doesn't say who the signature is of. Signed by Peach Momoko in 2020. So there you go. That one might be the best one to do because, okay, so 9.8 $1,600. Get it signed for $60. This guy's selling it for $27. You come in at $25. That's several $100s profit. So, just a thought. All right. That's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative. Again, do your own research. I just kind of was looking at the numbers and showing it to you. I have no sort of personal opinion or anything like that. I really definitely don't know what I'm doing about getting books graded really or anything like that. So don't listen to me or take my advice on whether or not you should get a book graded. But I at least wanted to give you some insight into what some of the raw books are going for, what they're going for a 9.8, and maybe at least help you do, like, figure out like maybe some of the metrics to look at as you're doing your own research. You may come up with a different method that might be more effective for you. And I hope it, whatever you do, works out the best for you. And best of luck out there, comic community. Thanks again for checking out this video. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.